Everybody, welcome to another rousing edition of 5 Favorite Friday, this time for the month of April for the year 2014. I just can't believe that it's already May already. It's May, what is today? The 2nd? The 3rd? The 2nd? Yeah, today's May 2nd. That's crazy. Like, we're already in the 5th month of the year. Like, where is this year gone? Like, it's been going by so quickly, and I welcome that because I've been so busy. So being busy makes things go by quickly. I'm assuming it usually does, and being bored and not doing anything makes time go by very slowly. So I guess that could be why the year's going by so quickly. First, I have to have my coffee, of course. Today it's iced coffee because I made a huge pot yesterday and we didn't finish it. So, one moment. So this month's 5 Favorite Friday is going to be a little different because it's kind of like all over the place with the amount of stuff that I like this month. But first I have to start with an honorable mention, which probably should be one of the things in my video, but I'm deciding to just do an honorable mention this time around. So one of my clients, Liz Clark, and her new husband came to the city, and she took me to see Cabaret last night on Broadway, starring Alan Cumming and Michelle Williams, and it was so good. Like, I saw the Cabaret revival the last time it was on Broadway, like right before, around the time it closed. I was in high school. I think it was junior year of high school. My theater troupe and I, like, we all went up to New York and saw Cabaret. So it'd been about 10 years since I'd seen that kind of Cabaret, and I've seen Cabaret a couple other places. And I loved it. It was so good. Alan was amazing. He sounds exactly the same as he does on the cast recording from the last revival, even though it's been over 15 years. It was, what, 98, I think, when they did it? So 17 years? I don't remember. He sounds amazing. Michelle Williams did a very good job. Like, her vibrato's a little, like, for me, but she really sang straight tone for most of the show, and her upper register is great. Like, girl can belt, okay? And just her connection to all the songs and what she was saying and everything was very evident that she knows what she's talking about and she knows what she's doing. And the woman that played Fräulein Schneider was so good. Oh my God, like, she walked off stage after What Would You Do? And I was like, did she get nominated for a Tony? I don't remember, because she should have been. And I checked when I got home. She was nominated for a Tony, so thank goodness. William Ivey Long, the costume designer, was like running around the whole time. And I wanted to say hi to him because I have met him twice at Cinderella backstage. He did design Cabaret, so I didn't want to, like, bother him while he's running around talking to people that are there to see his work. It's one of those things. Did for this production is they tore out all of the theater seats on the main level and the front part of the balcony, and they put either tables and, like, the little cabaret chairs, or they put little banquette seating, and they each had a lamp that was controlled by the lighting of the show. So sometimes the lamps would be on, sometimes they'd be off, and it was really cool. And then there were little cup holders and stuff too. And I came to sit back down when Act 2 started, when the music started, and the woman next to me is like, "Hey, do you watch Girls?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I haven't watched it in a while, but I do like it. Why?" She's like, "Oh, that's Adam Driver." And I was like, "What?" And I turned and I just saw, like, black hair, and I saw the ears and the shoulders, and I was like, "Oh, that is Adam Driver." Just from behind, I knew it was him. So he was in front of me. I didn't actually get to see, like, his face or anything, but I could tell just by the shoulders and the ears that it was him. And then as we were leaving, we're walking around, and we walked past Emma Stone. Like, Emma Stone was at the same table he was at, but on the opposite side. And I, like, saw her, and I was like, that's Emma Stone. Like, okay. And so then Liz and her husband, like, stayed back, and they, like, said hi to her and said, like, we're really big fans. Easy A is one of our favorite movies. We love you. You're great. And she's like, oh, thank you guys so much. She was so cute and so sweet and so nice to everybody. Everyone stopping and talking to her. She was so nice. And then we're leaving, and she was right in front of me as we're leaving. And I'm, like, doing one of those, like, oh, let me reply to a text. Snap. And I tried to take a picture to send to Josh, and my flash went off, like, huge. And I was like, I was so embarrassed, and I'm sure it happens to her all the time, but I was, that's what I get for trying to take, like, a candid photo of a celebrity. Just, that's what happens. That's my luck. Big thank you and shout out to Liz and her husband for taking me. Mwah. I love you guys so much. You're amazing. Hopefully I get to see them before they leave to go back to Arkansas on Monday. Anyway, so let's get into my 5 favorite things. Okay, so number 5 is something that I've been looking for a while, and I went to like a couple different stores, mainly like Best Buy and Radio Shack, and they had no idea what I was talking about. And it's a tripod for your phone. So basically, it's actually 2 different things. So this part actually unscrews. So this is a completely separate device that is sold separately, obviously. This was $19.99, this was $19.99. And this is just a spring-loaded thing that you put around your phone, and it holds your phone like that. And then this can fit on any kind of camera tripod because it has the little screw guy there for the camera mounts. I bought this because I wanted to record a makeup tutorial, and I know that when I did it on my computer, like, it gets really dim, and like my computer camera isn't the best. I know the camera on the iPhone is a little better. So I decided to do that, but I needed a tripod of some sort. So I actually got this at this camera store in the city. I don't remember the name of it or anything, but I'll put the information down in the box as always. But it's really great. I loved it. It's, you know, it's really good. The little feet, you know, move any which way. You can put it around a bar. You can like put it on a railing. You can do all kinds of stuff with this. I really like it. And then it also adjusts this way as well. So you can move the camera side to side, up and down. So number 5, I guess it could be 2 items because it's 2 different things, but I'm going to count it as 1. So number 5 is my new iPhone tripod. Number 4, I'm not sure if I've actually talked about this or not, but it's a comb. Yeah, I'm a dork. It's a comb. This is a Ricky's Pro comb from Ricky's NYC, the beauty, makeup, hair supply thing I go to all the time and I talk about a lot. If you're not from the city, you're not familiar with Ricky's. Ricky's is basically if you take like a CVS, like the beauty and health part of CVS, and you put that together with like makeup like Ben Nye and Mayron and stuff like that, and then you put it with a little bit of wigs, and then you put it with hair stuff. So it's kind of like if you took a Sally's and a costume store and a CVS and kind of put them all together in one thing, that would be Ricky's. And it's not this particular comb, like this has to be, I have to use the Ricky's comb. I don't have to. I just love the design of this comb. I actually have a very similar one in a tan color that is available in my Bobby Pins Essentials brush set, available at bobbypins.com. And it's the same exact comb, it's just a different color. And I love this comb. I use it for setting when I'm doing wet sets or hot roller sets. I love it because there's a really long handle. You can use that to section and everything. But then the teeth aren't too fine that you're going to risk ripping through the hair and getting knotted. But it's wide enough so that you can actually comb out knots pretty easily. I'm a big fan of these kind of combs, and I really enjoy them for setting and everything. I used to use like a teasing brush, and then I used to use a really fine tooth comb, and then I was at Motown one day, and someone had one of these, and I was setting with it, and I was like, oh, that's actually a really nice comb to set with, because it's wide tooth, but it has a really long handle. So I bought a couple when I saw them at Ricky's, and then I also carry them on my website, so check it out. Number 3 is a hair product. I used this hair product when I worked at Dry Bar. I used to use this hair product a lot in my blowouts, and then I recently fell in love with it again on wigs and on my own hair. So it is the Morrocan Oil Hydrating Styling Cream. You guys cannot see that at all because it's so bright. Sorry about that. There we go. I got mine at Cosmoprof, so it was a cheaper price than a retail price. And then I actually brought mine to Motown because they were running into issues with the big, long, curly Diana Ross wigs just frizzing up and just getting really big, and they needed something to like weigh it down and keep it nice and pretty, but not make it too heavy and still make it manageable. And I was like, you guys need to try the Morrocan Oil Hydrating Styling Cream. So I brought mine there, and Vanessa, the woman that takes care of the Diana Ross wigs, started using it, and she fell in love with it, and the girl that's playing Diana Ross loves the smell and loves how they look. And so they just kept my old bottle and bought me a new one. So this is my new one. I also started recently using this on my own real hair instead of using Motions. I actually think I was starting to get allergic to Motions. My scalp would get really itchy after like day 2. So once I started switching back to the Hydrating Styling Cream instead of the Motions in my hair, I feel like my hair looks the same as it did before. It's not quite as greasy, which isn't really a problem to me, but my scalp is definitely not as irritated and as flaky and like itchy dry as it had been when I was using Motions. So Hydrating Styling Cream, I love this stuff. This stuff's amazing for coarse human hair wigs, like if you have wigs that have a natural kinky texture, whether it's like an afro kinky or afro straight, if it's going to be a spiral curl, if it's a body wave, anything like that. Anything hydrating is going to be amazing on those wigs, and I love the Hydrating Styling Cream. It's my go-to thing for hydration and smoothing, and if you want a really great scent too, I love the way this stuff smells. So give that stuff a try, you guys. Tell me what you think. Number 2, I already talked about in my iMats haul video, and it is my SugarPill Pro Palette. I have been using this the last 2 times I went out in drag, so you guys can see they've all been nice and used, and there's makeup all over the place. So I really love this palette. I just love how bright and vibrant the colors are. I love how much color impact there is when you apply it. And it's just so many fun colors all in one place, but I really like it because there's so many light ones that are very vibrant, but then there's also darker ones, so you can kind of blend them together. When you guys watch my makeup tutorial, once it comes out in a couple weeks, I actually used this one mixed with this one and on my eye, and I mixed them together, and it made such a pretty like plummy pink over here, and then this was still very vibrant and pink. It looked so pretty. I'm really a huge fan of this. I used the green and the yellows a couple weeks ago for like a peacock kind of look, and it turned out really great. I'm a huge fan of the SugarPill Pro Palette. My number 1 favorite thing is a little odd, and I need to calf up before this because I need some energy. So number 1, you guys are going to think I'm a total dweeb because of what my number 1 favorite thing is, but I went home with Josh to his family, to his dad's house for Easter, and we went to the grocery store because we were spending the night, so we were going to get like breakfast stuff and snacks. So we went to the grocery store, and I was getting his stepmom a flower, and our friend Evan came with us, and he was getting his stepmother a flower as well, just to like be like, thank you for having us in your home, here's flowers. So I was in line behind Josh and his dad at the checkout, and I look over, and I have 4 of these guys, and I'm always on the lookout for like a bigger, better one or more options, because I have 4, but I can use all 4 of them in one day if I want to. So I like to have more than 4, so I don't have to just keep washing them. And I also like to have multiple sizes and options depending on my mood. So I'm at the checkout, and I look, and there are these humongous these things. And I see them, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. And I go up, I like pop out of line, and Josh's dad held my place for me. And I go and I look, and they're actually the same size as these. So I'm like, okay, well, they're not really that much bigger. But then I look below, and I saw this one. So it's basically the same thing. It's a double wall, cup, but it has a handle on it, and it has a straw, and it has the screw top. Like, it's basically the same thing. I'm pretty sure they actually hold about the same amount of liquid, because this one's wider but a little shorter, and this one's skinnier but taller. Josh's dad thought I was nuts. He's like, why are you buying that? What are you buying that for? And I'm like, it's a humongous water cup with a handle. Like, are you seriously asking me why I'm buying this? Hello. So I love this. I've been drinking water out of it every day. Josh has been drinking water out of it every day. Like, we love it. I wish I could go back. I need to, head back to his parents' house to go to Wegman's and buy more. That's where I got it. I got it at Wegman's. It was, the Wegman's right near Dorney Park in PA. So I went there and got this, and I kind of need to go find more. If you guys can find these anywhere, please send me a couple of them. I would love you guys forever. That was my 5 Favorite Friday. Thank you guys again for tuning in and watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check out all my fun social media stuff down in the box. If you have any questions or comments about anything regarding wigs or drag or whatever, be sure to email me at info@bobbypins.com. And I will see you guys on Wednesday for another Wiggy Weevy Wednesday and a coffee and a kiki. Thanks. Bye.